Hello everybody, welcome back to Keeping Bees and Sawing Trees. On the last video, what did we do? We just got done with waxing some frames, and I'm going to turn you around here. A little easier to show you what I'm doing. Yeah, last video we had a bunch of frames piled up right here. We got them out, got a bunch more made up, some older frames cleaned up and re-waxed. Some brand new ones right there. But today we're going to start out by making a honeybee hive top feeder. Over here, got one. This is a 5 frame. Just made out of pine, sealed up with golf wax. Corners caulked. These are floats right here. You just dump your sugar syrup right down in here. Set these on top. The bees can come up through here and take that and go back down in the hive with it. These things work phenomenal. So much better than putting mason jars or buckets upside down on top of there. I've only had 1 or 2 of them leak ever, and that's because they sat out in the sun and just kind of melted the golf wax out of them. And since then, I started putting a real small bead of caulking in these corners right here. But this is, like I say, this is for a 5 frame nucleus colony. We're going to make them for 10 frame. Kind of already got started here. I got the short boards cut already. They are 4.5 inches wide. Let's just see if we can't show you here. 4.5. By 16.25. And we'll end up cutting 2 dados right here for the cross pieces and putting some Luan plywood in the bottom of them. But that's the short sides. I got to cut these to width yet. Those are 19 1/8. And then we'll cut the ends of these. Small dado here to accommodate the other board. You'll see in the video. But let's get a cutting. Well, I've got a jig here that I made for another piece of the beehive, but you know what? Let's see if it works on this, making these feeders. It should. I do believe it's all the same size. little tight. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh. That is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely. Put a little glue on that. Let's glue her up. Uh-oh. Got a glue plug. That is beautiful. Oh my, oh my. Beautiful. Now we'll get the two cross pieces in. Oh yeah. Alright. Now, I already had 2 of the bottom pieces cut already. And that's all I have. So, we're just going to make 1 box here. This is too easy. I was going to make all the frames and then go get the plywood to put in the bottom, but this is absolutely perfect. That's a life changer right there. A life changer. Perfect fit. Little shorter staples, if I can find them. There's one. Absolutely beautiful. Wave some excess glue out of there. That's ready for caulking and wax. Well, it's the next day here. We are out in the bee yard today. We are going to split 2 hives. I was here late last night. It was getting dark, so I didn't have time to do any video work. And got everything done here except for 2 hives here and 2 hives at another bee yard. So we're gonna look into them. I'm gonna show you how I do my splits. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but it's been working fantastic for me for 10 or 11 years now. So maybe some beekeepers watch this and say that ain't how you do it, but that's how I do it, and it works fantastic. So let's get to her. Gotta have the hive tool. I have not been in these bees since last fall, other than I have had the lid off to do a little feeding. But everybody's been looking good so far. Yep, they're definitely ready to be split. This frame here is just pretty much honey, nectar, honey. Man, those are some pretty bees. Pretty light. I'm just gonna go get my box to do my split. Put a little piece of foam in the entrance to keep the bees from coming out going down the road. Works fantastic. Yeah, normally what I do, I'll take three frames out of this double deep 10 frame box and put them in the nuke box with one frame of foundation and one frame of drawn comb. They're pretty much drawn comb. That'll give the queen a place to pretty much immediately start laying eggs, and gives the other bees something to work on. So in about a week and a half, this nuke will be ready to sell. Or put it in a 10 frame box and just do a split and you got more bees. This is how I do it. Like I say, I don't know if this is right, wrong, but it works beautiful for me. And freeing up, you get rid of the queen here, so they're not likely to swarm real soon, because they ain't gonna swarm without a queen. And then I'll also put a honey super on top of here, and they're making a queen, they're making honey. It all works out beautiful. Nice beautiful frame right there. Got pollen here, honey and nectar up on top, brood here. We do have some queen cells right there, and they do have royal jelly in them, so this is really close to swarming. Probably going to happen this week if I don't do something with it. But I want to take the queen and remove her. So I'm not going to take this frame. She is not on it, I don't believe. Sometimes she's pretty hard to find. But I don't believe she's here. So I'm going to leave this frame in the box with those queen cells or queen cups or whatever stage they're in. I will leave them in here so they can make a new queen. I don't see her on this frame either, but we have two. You can see that. Queen cells, they're going to be capped here in a day or two. There's another one on the other side, right here. Yep, this hive was going to swarm here in the next couple days. But I do not see her on this frame either, so I'm going to leave that. You could split this a bunch of different ways with all these queen cells, but I just do it once because I need the honey production. Have to make sure the queen is in the other box. Because if not, you're going to have to make a queen in your nuke box, and these are going to swarm, and they're going to have to make a queen too. Well, right here's our queen. So this frame here's got a lot of eggs in it, so that's a good frame to take out. I'm going to make sure none of these queen cups have eggs in them, and just wipe them out. And just some burr comb there. Another one here. Make sure you wipe them out. Like I say, when you do this, you have to make sure you watch that queen go in that other box, because if you set that down like on the corner to clean some of this comb up, I'll about guarantee you that queen is going back in that box. It's happened to me 3 times here, well, today and yesterday. This is the first time I got the video. I've been running in and out of thunderstorms, so looks pretty good now, from now till dark. So queen's still on there. Got some more queen cups over here. Get rid of them. Frame looks pretty good. That one's going in the nuke box. Then I'll do a checkerboard. I'll take the frame that's drawed out, put it right next to that one. We'll find another frame with a lot of bees and a lot of brood on it. Getting a little excited. A lot of eggs up here. It's I'm looking for cat brood, so those bees are going to hatch out here pretty quick in the next week or so, and this thing will just absolutely explode with bees. So I try to find frames with a lot of cat brood on it. Yeah, we're gonna take this one. A lot of capped here that's gonna come out. This has already been hatched out. Looks like they're backfilling with nectar, so free up a little bit of space for her to lay eggs in that nuke box, and a lot of queen cups, so you must get rid of these. That is a must. If you ever need the bees to get out of your way a little bit, just give them a little puff. Blow on them a little bit and you can move them right around. Yeah, I can see eggs and larvae down in here, so this is a pretty good frame. Find one more like this, and we'll shake a couple other frames of bees into that box just to decongest that one a little bit, and that split is done. Now we'll take the foundation, put it here, and put our last frame of bees on the outside. Another beautiful frame. Take a look at it here. A lot of bees on it. A lot of cap brood. Those sides. I think we use that one. Looks pretty good. Take a couple frames with a lot of bees on it and just shake it down. Do that with a couple of them. Yeah, we'll go with 3. There's a lot of bees here. Yep, get that sucker closed up. Set it down real gentle. There it is. Now you have to move this several miles away from here, or a lot of these worker bees, they will come back to this colony. So got another bee yard. Like I said, we've got 2 there. I have to split yet tonight, and we'll take that to that bee yard. The ones I split at that bee yard, I'm going to take them to my home yard. So that's how I do it. And when you put this back together, kind of the same thing. I'll put the drone comb closer to the center. Foundation. Kind of out here. And another foundation between two frames that are already drawn out with comb and everything in it. I kind of think they look at that as there's an empty spot in our house, so they'll have this drawn out and filled in 2 or 3 days. It's amazing how fast they work, especially with everything coming into bloom. I'll get a little bit of what we have here in eastern Ohio. It's just getting started, so I'll show you what's in bloom now. Actually, I want to put that one full of honey on the outside. Rid of a little bit of burr comb. Got some burr comb on the lid. We'll get rid of that too. Try to keep them as clean as possible. Set my brick sideways on there so I know that one's split. So here in a week or so when I come to check, actually I screwed up, but I'll have the brick like this. I know it's split. In a week or so when I come to check the honey super, I will I know this one was split, and I know to look for eggs and stuff like that, which is going to be a little more than a week. It'll probably be 2 weeks before you ever see that. So, but I didn't put my honey super on. I got too excited there. That was a very simple split. Normally these bees are pretty nasty, but we had a thunderstorm roll through here about an hour ago, and I figured it was going to be really nasty, but they're pretty nice here tonight. I do run 9 frames in here. After they're drawn out, I take one out, and that makes them draw the honeycomb out wider than the frame. It's much easier to uncap that, and they put a lot more honey in there. So now we're good to go. We're split. Time to move to the next one.